Welcome back, everyone. Oh, hello, Felicia.
Hello.
Welcome back. And we are now on episode 2, Science of Being. And the other title?
The Natural Timeline of Mother Earth.
Beautiful.
Isn't that lovely?
Natural Timeline of Mother Earth.
Yes. So I've been talking about natural timeline of Mother Earth for a while, but this time I'm going to really explain it in diagrams and what we really mean. The naturalness of everyday life is so beautiful. And how it comes about, yeah. And so I am always speaking about how beautiful 3D experience is, because it's been kind of demonized and put down by a lot of spiritual teachers that recommend that we are supposed to escape this 3D and go somewhere else, like 5D, 6D, 12D, whatever. And that is, I would say, if not totally misunderstood, at least I could be polite and say it's been partially misunderstood. Or because we are here to anchor the cosmic body into the 3D body, so it must have something extremely special if that is our landing platform. Yeah, it's actually our landing platform, it's not our takeoff platform. You see, we anchor spirit into 3D. And that's the magic, because we pop out from timeless, formless being into a cosmic body, into this time-space continuum 3D dimension. So put away everything that you've ever heard.
I don't know what any of it means anyway, but like you just read off all that 5D, 3D. I've heard it all. Do I understand what it really means? No. Do I need to?
Yeah, and that refers not just to the so-called
program,
all that narrative that has to do with New Earth and ascension myth, which is nothing else than another version. Say it again.
Like fairy tale, storytelling, fantasies, or
well, it's nothing else than a new religion, because in churches they speak about ascension. Yeah, that you have to die in order to get to heaven, which means you gotta get out of here, right? So it's another form of escapism. Yeah, we're not here to escape reality. We are here to find out how do we really create reality. Yeah? How do we really create?
That's the one.
That's the question. How do we create our reality? Yeah.
And if thoughts and feelings do not create reality,
then what does?
Then what does?
There we go. See? So now, that is called self-knowledge. Yeah? And here, guys, I threw an apple for you. Yeah? The apple in the Garden of Eden. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. What does that really mean? Yeah, because apple means knowledge, and then you're not supposed to eat. You're supposed to eat apples to be good, to be healthy, and then yet you're not supposed to go and pick the apple in the Garden of Eden. It's like sinful. So now can be walking around in life with, all that confusion in your mind, eat the apple, don't eat the apple. Yeah. So let's clarify that. Anyhow, color pencil drawing. Try to draw an apple and see where you're going with it, because it's a very, very interesting process. Very creative process. Okay, so now I'm going to put my phone on my diagram, yeah? I'm going to see my ceiling. Okay? And then, so now you're going to have to tell me how much of this diagram you see. Let's put the camera so you don't see and of course, I'm going to try to walk up and down this diagram because you probably don't see the whole thing, yeah? Because if I put it too high, you don't see the writing. Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's just the width of it. The closer the phone to the page, the less of the page edges we see. So about
Now,
there's cool. And then you can just move it around, yeah.
If I set it at the higher, then can you see the writing or you lose the writing? Can you see it? If you see, in other words, if you see the whole page, can you still see the writing?
Yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, I'll probably move up and down anyhow.
Yeah.
But, so, time-space continuum or the natural timeline of Mother Earth. How do we create time? Because we create it from our being. Is not something that comes from outside of ourselves as well. Yeah, like nothing else does.
Mm.
Yeah. And what does present time, future time, and past time really, really means? Because, yeah, we always know that we perceive everything from here and now, whether we look at the past or we look at the future, we still are in the here and now. Yeah, first of all, our attention, not our attention goes in the past or it goes in our future, but our body, who we are, our being is in the here and now. Very important thing to understand. It's your attention or the direction of your focus or the move in your consciousness. Yeah, it's a portion of your consciousness that moves backward and forward in time. And you know that as the being that you are, you don't move, you don't need to, because why? Because you're all that is, and you travel at infinite speed in order to meet yourself. Yeah, you're omnipresent. Yeah, or you could say you move at infinite speed. Yeah, and yet you don't move, you don't go anywhere. Just a portion of your attention, yeah, is placed where your intention or desire goes, toward your desire, yeah, not away from it. Make sure. So, from the present here and now moment, yeah, we perceive time as the motion in consciousness. It is, for me, this comes very, very natural. I don't think of time. I just think of the motion of my point of focus. And then I really, truly feel my being. I really do. Yeah. And I call that the movement of time. And maybe you could sit with this and feel it in your being, yeah, perceive it in your being, because you are perceiving your being moving itself, yeah, moving, flowing, huh? And from it's moving itself from one point of focus to another, yeah, and we call that our future self or a future moment, but it's actually a future self, yeah, because you started here, yeah, you started here, and then it's a one point of focus, and then when you perceive yourself moving, yeah, you have so-called become this or a future version of yourself. You see, it's beautiful. Simultaneously, very important, yeah, because you perceive this point of focus individual as an individual, but also as consciousness, yeah. So now, when you turn that point of focus backwards to where you started, yeah, and you anchor your attention back in a present moment, because you could only come back to present moment, yeah. What happened then? First of all, once you understand something, yeah, present becomes the past. Future becomes the past, yeah, because the future comes back into the present. But once you understand something, you're done, it's past. So now you understand when the present becomes the future and the future becomes the past. It's one of the same thing. Stay with this so you do get this, because this is what it comes to know as simultaneity of being. And we're gonna go to into a very, very advanced kind of understanding simultaneous timeline and the science of being. And these are two very, very basic, that how your consciousness moves, yeah? And you will, by the time I'm done with this diagram, it's gonna make more sense, yeah? So what is this all about? This present time, past time, future time, yeah? The aspects of your being, you see? So what are we actually doing here, yeah? Because we're going from understanding ourselves as timeless, formless, spirit, invisible, from the invisible, yeah? How it comes into visible form, yeah? Into the physical body. We're magician folks, yeah? We're bringing formless and anchor it into 3D, yeah? So now, when we know that when we move whatever our point of focus, we always move our attention between two focal points, yeah? Between 2 points, yeah? 2 focal points, yeah? Once we get that, we anchor it. We anchor meaning understanding. We anchor it back in consciousness. We confirm it. We confirm to our spirit that we understand how we come into body awareness, yeah? This is the first form of perceiving your body. All this is done in your consciousness, yeah? All of this in your beingness. You anchor your understanding in so-called space. Space means form. That's what the definition of really space means. Means you take a portion of your consciousness, yeah, and you anchor it. See? I am talking science of being and consciousness here. I'm not talking what scientists start, because they start from form and they study this, but they will never tell you where it comes from, because they can't, they don't know. That's why I always say our consciousness is ahead of any kind of whatsoever advanced science, yeah? Because they already start with the manifest, and yet when they do study the atom and they go to find it, they go to there is nothing there. Yeah, they say there's nothing there at the end of it all. What they're saying, there is nothing, but yet there is everything in there, because there's consciousness. There's all there is, you see? And that creates, when we ground the focal and the anchor point, we must go back to the previous video in order to understand these 2 points, yeah? We get to understanding expansion, yeah? When these 2 arrows come, we have expansion. Remember, there are 2 circles in here. If you guys are not drawing this for yourself, you are not gonna keep up with your own being, what it's really doing. Because beingness is doingness, yeah? Being this is doing your body, your physical body. You see what I mean? Beingness, being and doing happens simultaneously, yeah? So in expansion, yeah, what does expansion or space really mean? It means depth, yeah? Because there is always more to your being and to your self-discovery. The I am, you could put here, yeah? You start with the I am to present. I am present, yeah? With beingness. And you want to discover always more about what this is all about, this mystery of who you are. Yeah? So, I exist in between 2 focal points, yeah? In the space in between. Okay? In self-awareness, and I don't fill up this space with what other people say to me or what I hear from others, yeah? I fill this space with self-awareness, yeah? With this kind of knowledge. So I move and shift my attention back and forth, and yet I know I am stillness. And I also know I don't move, but I travel at infinite speed. I am omnipresent. Wherever I go, I meet myself. Yeah? This is called seeing or understanding through the eyes of Source. Eyes means seeing, and seeing means understanding. Yeah? Okay. Well, I came up with a drawing, yeah, from the last time. You remember the structure and how we arrived at this? It doesn't matter if you do remember or not, because the next page will go back to it. But if you draw this for yourself, that's why I say please draw this. Yeah, because you start with the 2 circles, you see. Yeah. And then you move your consciousness back and forth. and then you arch. Yeah, you have the two eggs. Yeah, 2 points of 2 focal points. Yeah, you see? And then you arch when the archangel. Yeah, and you connect. Yeah, what do you form? Choo, choo, choo. You go actually this way with it. Yeah, you go this way. And you also go this way. So you could put in here also this. Let's make it. There's your cross. This is the real meaning of a cross, folks. Okay? So here's the here and now moment. Yeah? You grab the here and now moment. Yeah? From the I am timeless, formless, spirit invisible to grounding myself in space. Yeah? Oh, there you go. So I just came up with that drawing. It just came on its own, and I wanted to share it with you. So now you know you could draw it and see it for yourself. Remember, there is a third circle in here, which is beingness. Yeah, when it's outside of yourself, it kind of goes like that. This is also beingness for the structure of it. Okay, how is that so? Let's go and dissect this. Okay. So we start again. I am beingness moving its point of focus or its point of perception from that which has always been infinite, invisible, spirit, timeless and formless, into visible, physical body and form. Yeah, I do that by moving the forward and backward arrow of time into infinity, eternally with no beginning and no end. Yeah, there. This drawing, it means the same thing much as I said. Okay, so now we're speaking here about, again, if you do these drawings for yourself, then you can perceive the movement when you draw. You feel actually consciousness moving as I'm explaining it, as I'm trying to convey it to you. Huh? You don't need to do these drawings perfectly. Just do them. Do them with take a piece of paper and start drawing and copy what I have just done. And if you're interested, I could send you the whole, so you could draw them in perspective. Yeah. Now, I have drawn this library, this from within the living library. You see, from within my being, in order to explain to you this beautiful metaphor, this absolutely incredible what you are as a cosmic metaphor. It's like so poetic, and yet it embodies the structure of consciousness. So it's very, very scientific what I'm saying. Yeah, you are combining science of being, yeah, with art, the art of living. You see. So I am perceiving, moving my consciousness forward. Yeah. Again, you have to draw this. And I am perceiving moving forward, yeah. As the focal point of beingness, moving as time moving or as the flow of time. In self-awareness, I perceive myself as beingness, moving. I move my attention, only my attention, or a portion of my attention. I also move my focal point. You really have to sit with this sentence. Yeah? You don't just move from one point to another, you move your focal point. You move time. Time doesn't move you. You see? I move consciousness. I move beingness. Yeah? Okay, I understand. Oh, let's go back here because what I want to suggest is that you draw this, and when you move it forward or you move your focal point, yeah, like right there, see how it stands out. But when you draw this, yeah, look at that. You have to draw it from here. Let me see if I can move because I can't draw it. This thing is in my way, my phone stand. Okay. Can you guys still see it? I have to bring it closer to me so I can shade this so you could see how you could shade this for yourself. Yeah?
Yeah.
I am gonna teach you drawing lessons. By the time we're done this, you're gonna know how to draw everything. A butterfly, an apple, whatever you want. See, so
Art
you're gonna
lesson.
I'm giving the art lessons art of being. See how I started at the top? And I'm coming all the way down. I'm coming toward me. Yeah? You see? I'm coming toward me. Toward my attention, toward my focal point. See? Like that.
Mm.
Yeah? I can't hold my pencil how I usually hold it when I draw, but you get it. You start from the top and you bring the lines towards you. Yeah? It's not going to be hard because you just run them. Once we get done with this, you guys are going to understand what depth really means. Yeah? If you do this drawing, you will get it. You see how you brought this forward toward your attention? Okay. Now,
Hey,
when you understand,
Tem-
excuse me.
sorry, Felicia. 10 minutes left.
Okay, maybe I'll finish this page and then we'll start another broadcast for the next page because the next page is also very important and I don't want to rush it. Yeah? Again, when the arrow of time goes backwards, it becomes the anchor point because you anchor this in physicality, yeah? Now, what am I doing here is I turn this way, yeah? From heaven to earth. That's what we're doing here. We're doing this from heaven to earth, from the invisible spirit to body, body. Yeah? So now, when you draw this one, see how you're gonna bring it away from you. You're gonna start from here, you're gonna shade, I mean not shade this way, away from you. Yeah, so you could get depth in space, yeah, depthness. See, this one is coming toward you, and this one is going away from you. See, you must do this. Away from you. There you go. There you go. See? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I hold myself in between, yeah, in between two focal points simultaneously. I anchor myself in self-knowledge. Yeah, see? Now, do you guys, let me see if I have my other page from last time. Yeah, I do. The synapses in your brain. Yeah, you must visit this page again. And if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, just go and it's in Hyperborea and simultaneity of being beyond the holographic universe Facebook page, and you find all the diagrams there. Yeah. And I would suggest you revisit this page because in here we went over on how your brain is a transmitter and a receiver of this knowledge, yeah, and how the starship is created, yeah, how your cosmic body comes about through this diagram, yeah, because here we're talking about the same thing. See? Hey, now I've got a question today, which was, I want to answer now the questions that I get, which is a really important one, that it says, would it be accurate to say that the mind is the mirror? Yeah, would it be accurate to say that the mind is the mirror? Yeah, because here, again, here, this diagram, we're talking about the brain, not the mind. Yeah? The mind is a set of belief systems based on lack. Yeah. So in beingness, we talk about brain. Yeah. In social engineer persona, we talk about mind. That's the God. The social engineer persona has a mind. Yes. So the question is, would it be accurate to say that the mind is the mirror? Huh? So the answer is, the mind is the shadow self that sees itself always in comparison to others as either a reflection or a projection of others. And consciousness uses the mirror effect as a mechanism in order to reveal lack-based or fear-based belief systems. The mantra there is, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most beautiful or ugliest of all? Yeah. The mind comes to identify itself as one with the mirror. You see, this is what the mind does. It identifies as one. It perceives in duality, yeah, because it's always thinking of others, yeah, what others are doing, what others are thinking, if they understood you, if they misunderstood you, if you understood them, if you misunderstood them. And then it projects on others, yeah, and then it reflects on others through the mirror mechanism, yeah. And then it calls that oneness. It thinks it has a relationship with others. Yeah, that's what it does. It's very busy. It doesn't have connection. It has a relationship. Yeah, it has a relationship to a projection or a reflection of others. Unbelievable. And then it calls that oneness. I'm one with you. You're one with me. You see? Silly thing. That's why I put in here, bah ha ha. Yeah? Because I think that's really funny that it believes it's one with everything. And everyone. Yeah? It's so like we said, it so over analyzes, yes, it becomes psychology, psychoanalytical, it becomes a
Psycho.
You see? Psychoanalytical means you become a psycho, overly obsessed with others.
Psychopath.
Psychopath, whatever.
Psychologist.
Yeah, with their behavior. Usually when you find yourself,
Psyche.
get trapped into that because, it happens in 70 seconds. Yeah, you get involved with some kind of a dialogue, you see? And then everyone is an expert of psychology nowadays. Like everyone knows and gives you such great explanation in relationship to
Feeling
whoever.
and thoughts.
Yeah, feeling and thoughts. And not only that, but usually, because feeling and thoughts are just indicators, yeah, that is always speaking about the absence of something because they want to correct someone else's behavior. Yeah, the way they behave, the way they talk to you, the way they act toward you, all that. It's behavior science. It's not science of being, you see. And then your expectation you project on others and they project on you. And then that's why you hit that mirror wall. Yeah, mirror. It's a mirror of some belief systems, yeah, based on lack, because it says you're not doing enough or you're doing too much, you love me too much, you suffocate me. It's either one or the other. You speak between lovers, they either don't get enough or they get too much. Somehow can't just make it to that point of balance, because they're watching each other's behavior. Yeah? And they project their fears and lack of understanding on each other. That's basically what happens there. And that's not just in a love relationship with the lover, is with everybody around you. Yeah, it could be son, daughter, neighbor, nation. Gosh, it could be like
Work
even
colleague.